In 2007, filmmaker Werner Herzog captured an unsettling scene in Antarctica. Amidst a massive, noisy colony, one lone penguin breaks away from the group and begins walking steadily into a frozen, empty wasteland. Look at this image. These jagged, dark mountain peaks represent a completely barren environment. By heading in this direction, the penguin is actively turning its back on the ocean, the only place it can find food. There is absolutely no chance of survival on this route. Herzog famously described this specific behavior as a death march, noting that the animal will simply keep walking until it collapses from starvation or exhaustion. Millions of years of evolution are hardwired into these animals to keep them near the water and near each other. Breaking from the flock to march inland defies every basic biological instinct they possess. Almost 2 decades after the documentary premiered, that brief piece of footage suddenly flooded across Instagram, Facebook, and X, dominating algorithmic feeds. Millions of users began sharing the clip to express their own deep desires to abandon the constant noise, seek absolute quiet, and walk away from society's demands. They took a bleak, fatal reality and gave the bird a romanticized title, the Nihilist penguin. Which leaves us with a strange question. Are millions of internet users witnessing a profound act of philosophical rebellion in nature, or are we completely misreading what is actually happening on the ice? To understand the internet's obsession, we have to look at the philosophy they assign to the bird. Nihilism is the belief that life lacks inherent meaning, purpose, or intrinsic value, leading to an active rejection of societal rules and artificial moral expectations. While the term was first coined in 18th century Germany, it gained immense cultural weight in 19th century Russia, largely popularized by the writings of figures like Ivan Turgenev. Online, people seamlessly mapped Turgenev's philosophy onto the penguin. They saw a creature looking at the endless, repetitive cycle of breeding, squawking, and feeding, and consciously deciding to opt out. Through this philosophical lens, the bird becomes a quiet martyr. It chooses solitary agency over a crowded, meaningless existence. The biology of the Adelie penguin tells a completely different story. These are highly social creatures whose survival dictates they remain in tightly knit colonies right at the edge of the sea. When a bird abandons the flock, scientists point to severe navigational disorientation, something occasionally triggered by the extreme stress of the breeding season. This schematic illustrates the bird's nervous system. Left, a healthy neural pathway links to the ocean. Right, a severe brain infection sends corrupted signals, destroying its internal GPS. The bird isn't making a philosophical choice. It is suffering a catastrophic hardware failure. The viral Nihilist penguin is a tragically sick animal experiencing a fatal biological misfire. If science clearly proves this is just a severely disoriented dying bird, why do millions of people still feel a lump in their throat when they watch it? This graphic maps a psychological process known as anthropomorphism. First identified by the ancient Greek philosopher Xenophanes, it's the inescapable human habit of projecting our own complex emotions, like stress or existential dread, onto animals or inanimate objects. This viral clip provides a blank canvas where millions of people project their own collective exhaustion. The biological reality of the animal's sickness does not erase the very real, deeply felt human emotion that the footage brought to the surface. The obsessive sharing of this clip reveals a modern society running on empty. It highlights a culture deeply plagued by relentless hustle, constant connectivity, and profound isolation. There is a tragic comfort in the comments section. Modern humans are so deeply tired that they can watch a dying animal wander off into a frozen wasteland and immediately see a kindred spirit. Ultimately, the story of the Nihilist penguin offers a haunting reflection of the silent exhaustion weighing down the modern world.